Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Okay? So let's explore then a little more practical things about fasting. And I want to start with, okay, so how do I fast anyhow? How do I go about this thing called fasting? How does it work in me? And you're going to hear this theme a lot. The first thing to do when you have a hint that it might be time to fast is to spend some time in prayer. Just you and God, asking God, waiting and listening for the answer to this question. What is God asking you to do? What is God asking you to surrender, and for how long? What is God? We should never take a fast, practice a fast, if we're not led to it by the Holy Spirit. And I'm talking spiritual fast here. Okay? Keep that in the forefront of your thinking. We're talking about fasting spiritually, not physically or socially. Okay? How long, O Lord, do you want me to fast? And what do you want me to fast? Because those are the only fasts that are ultimately nurturing to our soul, or the ones that God leads us to, the one that He works in us. Okay? Prayerfully decide what God is asking you to do and for how long. And I would really encourage you in the heart of it, not to go around telling everybody that you're fasting, but to bring maybe one other person or two other persons into your confidence to say, hey, I think God is leading me to this. Would you be willing to hold me accountable to this? Okay? Because it's easy. And I'm going to tell you stories from my own life, okay? One of and this is a spiritual practice, not necessarily a fast. With my accountability group, I really felt like God was leading me to make a commitment to do something physical, movement-wise, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. I did not anticipate how difficult that might be, given my schedule. This morning I left my home at 8 o'clock, got to the office at 9 o'clock to prepare for a 10 o'clock meeting that went till a little bit after 11. I had a meeting from then till about 11:35. Then I got a phone call, and I was finally at 1 minute till noon, had to say to the person, hey, I love you, praying for you, I've got to go, I've got another commitment at noon with you all. And I know I have a meeting on my calendar at 6 o'clock tonight, and I've got an hour drive home. So when am I going to work out today? Okay, that's harder than you think. And the temptation for me personally would be to say, you know what, I don't have time today. But I know it's for my good and that God led me. So my meeting at 6 o'clock is with my accountability group. And one of the questions they're going to ask me, in addition to I have to check in today, is how did it go with your commitments today? And I will have to say, you know what?